Hello, crypto world. Welcome to the Chart Historian. My name is Justin, and on this channel, I delve deep into crypto charts, exploring chart structures, fractals, and patterns. Well, folks, we can see that XRP is on the move once again, moving up. It's very nice to see. So if we jump to X over here, over the weekend on Sunday, I posted, prepare for XRP to challenge its recent peak. I circled the recent peak, and I have this fractal showing what XRP could do. Well, lo and behold, it has challenged this recent peak over here, and now it's continued to move higher. So what is this fractal here tell us about what XRP is doing over here right now today? Let's throw that fractal on here. So this fractal is from right here. So the way a chart works, its fractal nature, it tends to repeat its recent history. So this here is XRP's recent history. Now, we see it matching fairly well over here, although this has moved up even higher than what the fractal suggested. So what is going on here? Is this going to continue to move up and we're seeing the beginnings of a bull run right now? Well, in following this fractal, first of all, we see that it is a range-bound fractal, but it's really actually following the macro structure. Let me show you that macro structure. So here is that macro structure. In this macro structure, we have a bull run, we have a decline, we have a sideways range-bound time. Now this series of events occurs over and over again. So here we have a bull run, here we have a decline, here we have a sideways range-bound time. It repeats again here. Here we have a bull run, here we have a decline, and we're working on the sideways range-bound time. We've already completed fractal 1, which is a move up, a move down, and in this case it goes flat. Sometimes it moves down a bit like this. So we have that move up and move down, part A, and then it goes flat just like it did over here. Fractal 2 has 3 waves to it, wave A, wave B, and wave C. We see that over here, wave A, wave B, and wave C. So we are now working on this structure, and even though it is following this part of that fractal closer than this part, it really is accomplishing this structure right here. And that is, if you see how this has a first wave, a second wave, and then a third wave that brings it to the peak. So right now we are working on this second wave, and as you see, it is a range-bound structure over here as well. So I suspect that we will stay in a range over here. Now, eventually, we will see something similar to this where price will move up to a peak, and this is the fundamental parts of this third fractal. It moves up to a peak, which is part A, it then crashes, which is part B, it then recovers, and in that recovery it has this little correction that takes place before going into the bull run. So this is a really exciting fractal because it is the ending fractal of this long sideways range-bound time that takes place after the decline and before the next bull run. So we are entering some exciting times. We just need to continue to follow the path that leads us to that bull run structure. Let's zoom back in over here. Okay, so here we are back on a small time frame, and here is my prediction. XRP is likely going to form a peak here very soon. It will then begin to decline, and it potentially could be range bound for a short time in this area before getting to this part right here where it will potentially do something just like this. It moves up a little and then drops. Now, this drop may be less than it is shown here. It may be more. I don't know. It could also kind of wind its way down without doing much of a drop here, or it could just do a small drop. So it could do that. That's another option. It will eventually wind up doing something probably similar to this, where it's just another range-bound part right here before moving up into this next part right here. So that is my prediction. My prediction is that this is likely going to form a peak soon right here. It will then begin to follow the rough outline of this structure in the same way that it has followed the rough outline of this structure, and that will be a move down, potentially be range bound here a little, and then work on this declining part and then move into this next range. It could also just wind its way down to this next range without some drastic drop. Now, one thing to consider when this drop does take place, this is likely also going to be seen in other parts of the crypto market, such as Bitcoin. So we do have some declines coming down the pike, but it doesn't mean that XRP is a lost cause. It's actually the opposite. We are nearing the end of this long sideways range-bound time. We are getting close to that bull run. We just have to continue following the path that will lead us to that bull run. Well, I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, it'd be much appreciated if you hit that thumbs up button. I recommend hitting that subscribe button so you can be kept up to date with my TA. I will follow this chart as it continues to develop. You're not going to find this type of technical analysis anywhere else. This is original TA. If you notice, I don't use any indicators, any moving averages, anything like that. I just use the past chart and its patterns to predict the future. So if you find that interesting, you should hit that subscribe button. This is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, so none of this should be used as investment or financial advice. I'm so glad you caught this video. I hope you catch my next one. Have a great day, and bye for now.